Sorry I'm late. But happy Friday! Y'all gonna be sealing the ceiling blue. Okay. So how's everyone's morning? Let me cut the light on in here. I think I know someone who is here. Let's see here. Yes. Good morning. Hi. Hi, girl. Hi, girl. Hi. What? What you want? What you want? I think I know what she wants. Hi. What you want? You want to say something to the viewers? No, you can't jump me. You want to say something to the viewers? You want to say something to the viewers this morning? Huh? Huh? You want to say good morning? Say good morning. Say good morning. Say good morning. Say good morning, everybody. Say good morning, everybody. Come on. Come on. Say good morning, everybody. Hi, say good morning. Yeah, I just got out the potty. You can't. No. 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 Hey, girl. What are you doing? What are you doing? Huh? Did you have to break loose again to come visit? Huh? Did you break loose again to come visit? Did you break loose again to come visit? Yeah? Did you? You want to say good morning? You want to say good morning? You're just so happy. You're a happy, happy girl. Yeah. You're a happy, happy girl. Ooh-wee. 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 What? What? Y'all hear her this morning? Y'all hear her this morning? Yeah, y'all hear this baby this morning. Yeah, oh, look at her. She getting all the attention. She getting all the attention. Yeah. You getting all the attention. Yes, she does, Yes, she does, Kababa. The hummingbird's been keeping you busy? Jenny got a big boo-boo. Jenny got a big boo-boo. Yeah. Jenny got a big boo-boo. Yeah. What you doing? Oh, look at this sweet, sweet girl. Oh, look at this sweet, sweet girl. Gotta spend time with her this morning before I eat breakfast. I heard Daddy was talking to you this morning. I need to fill up the other hump. Oh, yeah, what you trying to tell me, babies? Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, hello. Yeah, that's my big boo boo right there. That's my big boo boo. That's my big boo boo. And she nothing but love. She nothing but love. She nothing but love. Oh, she nothing but love. You gonna talk to me? Okay. What you doing, girlie? The hummingbird's been keeping you company over here? No, you've been chasing after him. No, you doing? You was just... Should everyone give me a Blink doorbell system? It's on my Amazon wish list. All right, Sissy, Jenny got to go inside. And if she can get the fuck up. Jenny got to go inside. She got to fix us some breakfast. Okay? You on the tweet? Look at this face. Look at this face. You on tweet? You on tweet? Come on. But you can't come inside with me. Look at this. You can't come inside. Okay? You got to stay out here. I'll get your tweet. I'll get you a tweet. Oh, there you go, baby. You be good. You be good.
Cool as that.
I love it. I think it's so funny how kids can just create an activity out of anything. It reminds me of when a parent gets their child some awesome, elaborate, maybe expensive gift for Christmas, and then they're most enthralled with the box and the wrapping paper. Yeah, that's exactly what this reminded me of.
It's just nice and simple too, you know, maybe so, hey, recycling boxes down to finding a better use. And yes, to what you said, nice and cheap with those materials as well. And man, they're getting the most out of everything. Yeah. These creations are so cool.
Yeah, really cool. I can't wait to see what they do for the future in that next summer's camp. Maybe, they'll build a mansion.
Okay.
Who knows? All right, stay with us. We do have a final recap of your headlines and your weather coming up after this.
Get into an Audi and go your own way. Find your way to exceptional offers during the Summer of Audi sales event at your local Audi dealer.
Peacock is streaming WIS 10 now. Get your local news and first alert weather at home or on the go. Watch your favorite NBC shows. From morning to night, live. Welcome to the game, so good to have you with us. Great day. And so much more, all in one place. Streaming now on Peacock.
Clear skies returning to Midland, helping to cool temperatures off. We'll be at about 63 by your Saturday and your Sunday at 60. We're watching out for very strong winds, the potential of tornadoes. We're going to be having some rain activity bumping its way back into the week.
We'll be tracking around the thunderstorms moving across the Midlands. The First Alert Weather Team is best covered.
I heard about you. You're a smart kid. Young Sheldon, boy genius on the origin story.
Yes, that's me.
A small town boy.
Young man. Yes, you.
With supersonic hearing. Visionary vision.
Only one, you're the whole bear.
And a heightened sense of smell.
You, put your shoes back on.
Young Sheldon 5 times a week.
You can't smell this.
Yes, I can.
Mornings can be a little hectic, but at WIS, we're up to get you going.
Let's get right to the big stories you need to know before you drive up. With your First Alert forecast, as you see here, everyone, rain and storm
Good morning, y'all.
There, on time.
Good morning, baby Cajun. Good morning, Nyla. Good morning, Sammy Show. Hello.
Up to get you going.
For more than 50 years, awareness has been the voice in the Midlands for the Black community. Join me every Sunday morning at 11 and 11:30 p.m.
Get into an Audi and go your own way. Find your way to exceptional offers during the Summer of Audi sales event at your local Audi dealer.
Developing right now, the cyber outage with Microsoft that's been impacting airlines and banks all over the world this morning has been addressed and fixed. The CEO of CrowdStrike issued this statement on social media saying the issue stemmed at least partly from a software update that CrowdStrike issued. In this update posted on X, he says the issue was not a security incident or a cyber attack. Now, this is impacting flights right here in Colombia also. The spokesperson for CAE says passengers are still able to check into their flights as of now, but flights are grounded until further notice. She says people should check with their specific airline to get the most up-to-date information. Now, as you can see there are 2 delays and there are 6 cancellations as well. We're getting a live look now at FlightAware's website. This is also tracking the situation out of Charlotte. Moments ago, there were 76 delays there and 103 cancellations, but I'll tell you, it is updating by the second. Now, in terms of CAE, we've been continuing to monitor the situation throughout the morning. Definitely download our WIS News app to get all of the latest information that you need right on your phone. Thanks, Jordan. Meanwhile, several agencies are investigating a possible drowning at the Watery River in Lugoff. Crews have been searching for a missing fisherman since yesterday afternoon. That search ended early yesterday but resumed this morning around 7:30. This is a continuing investigation. Of course, we'll continue to update you both on air and online as we learn more.
President Joe Biden is more isolated than ever before. Many senior White House and Biden campaign officials privately believe the president must abandon his re-election bid soon, according to over 24 sources. A Democratic governor in touch with party officials stated, quote, "The next 72 hours are big, and this can't go on much longer." Biden's campaign insists he is staying in the race with a chance to win. Under party rules, Democrats could elect a new nominee at their convention next month.
More than $430 million has been approved for bridge repairs in the state, and now the Department of Transportation is asking for your input. In Fairfield County, the proposed project is to replace the East Peach Road Bridge over Little Cedar Creek to address structural issues and meet current standards. The project costs just over $2.6 million. SCDOT will receive public comments online up until August 8th.
Well, a reminder for those of you living in Lexington County, starting today at noon, all services related to property taxes will be unavailable, meaning all functions of the treasurer and auditor's office will be unavailable online and in person. Now, this includes the ability to process appeals, issue refunds, and process payments. The disruption could last up to 5 days while the county installs a new billing and collection system.
All right, quick overview here, everybody. As we talked about it this morning, of course, the airport having a slew of problems with the delays, with some cancellations. I just want to keep making that point to try and give you a silver lining. At least we won't see any flight delays this morning due to weather situations. So that's going to be a nice thing to be positive about. As we focus on forward into your first alert 10-day forecast, we will be getting more of that rain and storm threat, though. Some travel hazards out there late into our days. We're going to see that as we continue to press late into the afternoon and evening. Make sure to keep eyes in the sky with that. Have that WIS First Alert app downloaded. Thanks again for being with us throughout this morning.
Thank you so much for your patience with us this morning. We truly appreciate it. We'll continue to update you online, but for now, have a great Friday.
Yeah, we'll see you next week, everybody. Have a better weekend.
Columbia, South Carolina, WIS News and Sunrise starts with developing news.
All right, thank you so much for tuning in to Sunrise on this Friday morning on the CW. We begin this morning continuing to track breaking news with a widespread internet outage affecting flights, banks, and news networks.
Yeah, Jordan Markoff is following the effects these outages are having across the country. And Jordan, what is the latest with this situation here?
Yeah, this is a global security outage that was going on all morning, and it's been impacting airlines and banks everywhere. Right now, the issue was with Microsoft, but we're actually just learning in the last hour from a tech official that the IT issue causing the outage has now been identified and a fix has been deployed. Now, the issue was caused by a problem with CrowdStrike's Falcon sensor software. IT officials say the issue is not a security incident or a cyber attack. Now, as we said, this is impacting flights everywhere, but let's get to right here in Colombia. The spokesperson for CAE says that passengers are still able to check into their flights as of now, but flights are grounded until further notice. She says people should check with their specific airline to get the most up-to-date information. Now, for CAE, we're going to continue to monitor developments all throughout the day. When it comes to how this could impact flights later into the day, we'll update you right here on Sunrise with everything you need to know.
Thank you so much for that, Jordan. And of course, as we've seen this play out into the morning, if you can get planes up into the sky, this is something just a little bit later in the morning. Hopefully things can get better logistically at the airport, of course, for anyone else dealing with problems. But we're not seeing any weather hazards looking to really stop those flights. That's going to be a nice positive as we jumpstart this day. Taking a check, again, a lot of 70s, still going to be seeing some clearing, and patchy fog trying to lift off a little bit, but still good in the way of keeping those runways dry. Any rain activity actually this morning with some storms is going to be out over the Atlantic Ocean. We see this as it's all going to be still with a stalled out cold front that's continuing to usher more of this moisture along. Last night is when it brought us more of that pop of showers and storms, even early evening, but that has since all moved its way down. Right now, we bring it back locally, and the only thing we really see is some clouds mixing in, a bit of light misting for the region, and that's going to be rolling its way
Y'all,
through.
I got
In terms of
something
overall staying
for
dry,
free, and it
that
was
is still something
from
we have right now. More of
Soap
that dryness
Post.
that wants to win for the morning hours, but kind of gives
It's
way
from
later.
Maybelline. They had a free
There you go. Quick check on
mascara,
the temps.
travel
About
size
70s for the region for the
mascara,
most part.
with
As
their
we see
new,
that Newberry, Saluda, Batesburg,
line
Lewisboro,
called
Lewisboro,
Firework.
all between upper 60s and 70s.
And this is
While we get
what, let me
Lexington and
just show it to
Columbia, a few degrees higher. We
you. This
continue
is
past the
what
middle
I
of the Netherlands,
got.
going over to Sumter, St. Matthews, even Orangeburg and up to Manning, all just a touch above 70 today. As we roll this ball forward and rain chances try to roll up, we see more of this all come together. I can't stress it enough.
My pinch me box should be boxing up right now. I hadn't been approved for any more samples, but I'm gonna do surveys.
All right, Tony, thank you so much. Well, several agencies are investigating a possible drowning at Lake Watery at the Watery River in Lugoff. Crews have been searching for a missing fisherman since yesterday afternoon. That search ended late yesterday due to storms, but will continue this morning at 7:30. This is a continuing investigation. We'll have updates online and on air as we learn more.
Meanwhile, on the final night of the Republican National Convention, former President Donald Trump formally accepting his party's GOP presidential nomination. With his family watching, the former president took a somber tone, thanking his rescuers and detailing the recent assassination attempt on his life. Alice Barr has the latest.
A convention crescendo as former President Trump officially accepts his party's nomination, addressing passionate supporters for the first time since the attempted assassination against him just 5 days ago.
I raised my right arm, looked at the thousands and thousands of people that were breathlessly waiting, and started shouting, "Fight, fight, fight."
The former president pressing for unity in a speech rewritten after the attempt on his life.
We rise together or we fall apart. I am running to be president for all of America, not half of America.
But it soon shifted to rally mode with more divisive references to election cheaters and mass deportations of migrants. Former First Lady Melania Trump making a rare appearance. The Trump family sitting alongside new vice presidential nominee Ohio Senator J.D. Vance. The former president's son Eric sharing a personal view.
I'm honored to be your son.
In a moment of showmanship, famed WWE wrestler Hulk Hogan praising his longtime friend's strength.
With our leader up there, my hero, that gladiator, we're gonna bring America
energy through the final months of a presidential campaign like no other. In Milwaukee, Alice Barr, NBC News.
And President Joe Biden is more isolated than ever before. Many senior White House and Biden campaign officials privately believe the president must abandon his re-election bid soon. According to over 24 sources, a Democratic governor in touch with party officials stated, quote, the next 72 hours are big, and this can't go on much longer. Biden's campaign insists he's staying in the race with a chance to win. Under party rules, Democrats could elect a new nominee at their convention next month.
Meanwhile, South Carolina Representative James Clyburn reiterated his support for President Biden at an event at an HBCU yesterday. Clyburn has long been a stanch supporter of the president and says he'll stand by the president's side no matter what decision Biden makes.
I've made it very clear that I'm riding with Biden, and that's not going to change. Wherever he goes in this process is where I'm going. And I was asked the other day, what would it take for me to change my mind?
Excuse you?
Clyburn's comments come as top Democrats continue to pressure Biden to drop out of the race, citing falling poll numbers and poor debate performance.
The recently passed state budget will provide an additional $200 million towards the bridge program budget, bringing the total to $439 million. Half of it will go to bridges on primary and interstate routes, and the other half towards secondary roads. The bridge program is part of the DOT's 10-year plan. So far, more than 352 bridges have construction underway or completed out of 500.
And now that the funding has been approved, the Department of Transportation is asking for your input on some of the bridges. In Fairfield County, the proposed project is to replace the East Peach Road Bridge over Little Cedar Creek to address structural issues and meet current standards. The project costs just over $2.6 million. SCDOT will receive public comments online for about 21 days up until August 8th.
Well, Lower Richland woman flooded with frustration over these conditions of her home. In a new lawsuit, she says stormwater from a controversial and now under investigation Richland 1 construction project is causing massive headaches. The home is located in the Creekside neighborhood, and only an easement separates the house from Richland 1's Vince Sport Learning Center project. WIS's Nick Neville gives us a closer look at the woman's concerns.
This all could have been avoided if they had done things the right way.
Unlivable. That's how Jonna Wilkes describes conditions of her home in a new lawsuit. She says stormwater from the Vince Ford Early Learning Center construction project makes its way inside.
So I am sitting here eating my dinner at 6:29 on Sunday, June the 30th. And this is what just rolled in.
Her house has flooded at least 5 times this year, she says, including most recently this week.
Something went very wrong, and I'm the one having to live through it and suffer because of their mistakes.
The 12-acre plot of land for the project had been covered in trees, but was clear-cut for construction, which is now on hold after a stop work order.
The other property owners are concerned about the value of their property being depreciated because of the damage.
Lawsuit alleging that the district had graded their construction site to divert stormwater onto her property, essentially using it as a drainage field. In all her years living here, Wilkes says she's never had any flooding till March.
Living here for 27 years and now having to deal with this. This is not my sanctuary any longer.
My goodness, the construction project is the subject of an active probe by the State Inspector General's office. Richland 1, meanwhile, says they do not comment on pending litigation.
A big change for Prisma Health. The hospital is expanding to Tennessee. It's the first hospital in Tennessee that they have managed. The board of directors approved this move, as well as the Blount County Commission. The agreement comes after the hospital faced several challenges to keep staff, and that trickled down to patient care. Now the hospital wants to turn a new leaf.
By focusing on the patient, we've been able to drive quality success, patient satisfaction, financial success. And I think the thing that I want Blount County citizens to know, that we believe that Prisma Health will help us expand upon that. And I believe that Blount Memorial Hospital will begin to thrive during this period.
Prisma was one of 3 options for the hospital. The interim CEO says they chose Prisma because of their patient relationships and new technology to advance their care.
Well, a reminder for those of you living in Lexington County, starting today at noon, all services related to property taxes
That's
will be
good.
unavailable, meaning all
Way to go,
functions of the
Prisma.
treasurer, auditor's office will be unavailable online and in person. Now, this includes the ability to process appeals, issue refunds, and process payments. The disruption could last up to 5 days while the county installs a new billing and collection system. Well, still ahead on Sunrise, state and national leaders are talking about the impact of student loan forgiveness.
What the future could look like for millions of Americans. But first, Sports Director Rick Henry and Julia Westerman are in Dallas with a recap of the final days
I'm going
of
to the big
SEC
team
Media
in
Days after the
Dallas.
breakout preview of the Gamecocks' first conference game of the season.
And as we press forward into the weekend, everybody, and beyond, take a look at some of these days. You get high near 90, high near 90, it's all going to be in for next week. A truly consistent weather pattern as we work to
I still want to say, do we get to see good old JR, Jim Ross? Now, because he's a Oklahoma fan.
Youth gun violence. It's one of the top challenges facing local law enforcement. Gun modifications are making it even worse. Minimal control. The Glock switch is showing up all over our streets. What is it? How easy are they to find? Where are they getting them from? WIS is giving you the first alert on the impacts these devices are having and what you need to know to keep your family safe.
We are literally losing a generation to gunfire.
WIS investigates, now streaming.
My knees were a mess. I'm a golfer. It's a very big thing in my life to be able to get in my car and go to the club and hit golf balls and practice. And I couldn't do this. My pain was so bad, I even considered surgery. I didn't want to have surgery because it would take me out of what I was going to do too long, and I wanted to see if there was something out there that would prevent this.
Do you suffer with arthritis pain? Is it keeping you from the activities you love and you feel that surgery is your only option? Then you need to call Arthritis Knee Pain Centers for a free, no-obligation screening today. Call 800-340-3906. That's 800-340-3906. Arthritis Knee Pain Centers use cutting-edge, image-guided treatments that place a natural lubricating gel directly into your affected joints. This FDA-approved non-surgical procedure replenishes the missing cushioning fluid to provide you with comfort and pain relief.
Before the treatment, I was limited on what I could do. It was frustrating. If you had asked me, would I be practicing every day, walking around, doing my gym work, I would have never thought that. I had the procedure done in my knee. It was a miracle. I couldn't believe the relief that I got.
These treatments help to improve your mobility without surgery or downtime.
Arthritis Knee Pain Centers gave me relief that I was looking for. They care about your pain.
Covered by Medicare and most private insurance, we've helped relieve the pain for over 50,000 patients.
Arthritis Knee Pain Center relieved my pain and got my life back. The rest is history, baby.
Remember, our procedure is covered by Medicare and most private insurance. So get back to living your life and doing the things you love with less pain. Call
I'm not
Arthritis Knee
going
Pain
to
Centers and schedule your no-charge screening now. Call
pronounce that name, but hello.
800-340-3906. That's 800-340-3906.
What kind of lawyer are you? An honest one.
A man is beaten to death right outside a police bar.
We keep our mouths shut. You can't touch us.
You've got to try to turn everyone away from guns. Don't you like it?
Season 2 premieres Monday, July 22nd.
I'm going
Let's
to
see if I got it
play
blocked
the
here.
Are you ready to sing your big makeover?
The Big Makeover. New episode tonight
Hold on.
at 7 Central.
From your
This is
streets
an active situation.
to your screens. Be
Fuck
alert
you.
first.
You're
Be
gone.
prepared
Eat
for
shit and
what's
die,
next.
bitch.
WIS 10.
Eat shit and die.
All right, if you need to make some lunch plans for this Friday, today's another food truck
Eat shit and
Friday.
die number
Featuring
2.
Now are today's lunch options. The food trucks will be in the REI Co-op parking lot on Bull Street from 11 a.m. until 3.
Both of y'all could eat shit and die.
Columbia is hosting a dive-in movie night for teenagers. Teens ages 13 through 17 can enjoy a
Dumb
movie while floating in
fucks.
the pool or lounging on deck chairs. This event had a time and location change. Now it will begin at 7 p.m. at Drew Wellness Center. The address is there on your screen.
Also happening at the Drew Wellness Center, the center will be hosting
If you
a
want
mental
that,
health
go on
day
Pornhub,
tomorrow. Use Sunday
bitches.
dancing away to stress, learn some tips about how to manage your mental health. Also enjoy a massage to relax. This event is happening tomorrow from noon until 2, again at the Drew Wellness Center.
And starting tomorrow, Columbia Animal Services is offering free adoptions for a whole week until July 28th. To pick up your new furry friend, just head to Columbia Animal Services at 127 Humane Lane.
And tomorrow night is the annual Guardians of the Night K9 5K, hosted by the Richland County Sheriff's Department. That event is a fundraiser for the K9 team, going towards food, bulletproof doggy vests, and leashes. The event will be held at the State Fairgrounds. The untimed race will start at 8:30 p.m., while the timed race begins at 9:30.
As we bring it on forward, everybody, yet again, going to be making a point to refer to this for anyone that is down on these rain chances. Just to remind you that we truly need the rain. We are still dealing with the drought. It has to keep happening, and it's only going to be a good thing for vegetation, for wildlife in the region, for farmers out there still trying to salvage, what they can with anything that has been adversely affected, going further into, deeper into the growing season. So with all of that, let's continue to see how things are working to settle now, getting past this, because this is going to be a map that definitely updates next week. Even where we see that more excessive drought, our eastern viewing area into the PD, it has been the worst out that way. It's going to be getting better. So let's, of course, start out with some dryness, because that's still around first right now. It's obviously not getting aided during our morning hours, but it has been late into the day. Flyover check, I-26 split to I-126, heading towards the capital city, and out of it, of course, as well. We are going to be getting all these temperatures settled near 73. Now, the humidity, yes, it's still very much there. We have seen it building up out of the south and west, still more moisture coming up from the Gulf, and of course, this time of the year, it's hard for that not to happen. The Gulf is very active. It is getting so warm with those ocean temperatures. Everything continues to press up towards areas in the south and eastern United States. So with all of that, still going to be, a relatively calm and comfortable start. We get to highs today near 90, a little more cloud coverage around. Rain chances still in play, and this is going to be something, as we have added here, we get to more late-day storm potential. That's been here all week. It's all been about how things have deteriorated late into the day, popping up, and then calming down late overnight. It's a feeling like a broken record. It's just about happening every day. But, a couple isolated severe thunderstorm warnings. Those have also all been in place because the ingredients have been there, and every day has been pretty hot to boot. Now we see a little bit of a dip back in temperatures, where we can still see some rain production, just a little bit in the way of less storms with the threat of it being severe. Now, we can still have them. They might be a borderline strong to severe, but it will be at least aided by the fact that temperatures are a little cooler, because you're always going to have higher thunderstorm tops when temperatures are in between 95 and 100, as opposed to upper 80s to near 90. You lose a little bit of convective potential. But thanks in part to a stalled out cold front, it's all still going to be settled into the region, popping up once we have built up with that instability throughout the day. You get that convective available potential energy that builds up with daytime heating, calms down overnight. So watch out for that Friday evening and night. Going out with any evening and late night plans, you got to be careful. Make sure you're still staying weather aware. Don't be getting carried away or surprised if you get that nighttime downpour before we calm down very late overnight to early tomorrow morning. Saturday, we do the same thing. Afternoon and evening hours. It's all continuing to push late into the day with more of this activity. Popping on up, giving us that threat, and then just sneaking its way off, going into the overnight period as we continue to make that push later into these days. Sunday, a little bit of a silver lining here. I'm projecting a slight dip back in rain chances, but that's about it. Everything is still going to be flaring up as we get later and later into these days. Quick check here, your grocery run outlook today. If you don't have a busy work day ahead of you, need to grab some supplies for the weekend, get out there and do it this morning while we're nice and calm, a little more comfortable, until, of course, we see a little bit of that late day shake up. Saturday and Sunday, still holding on to some of those rain chances, but at least with some of what I've seen, it looks still to be lesser rainfall rates between Sunday and Monday. That is something that changes a bit, but those high temperatures certainly do not.
My hair? Ew. Sandy blues on the shore.
It doesn't even fit you anymore.
I'm great. I'm fine. Just tonight, when the pants are on. Groovy hair. Not wearing any underwear. Fashion trends you can't miss.
Oh my god!
What is this? Fred's Trends. Fred, always in style. Fire.
Weeknights at 6 on Columbia CW.
Join us each night at 7:30 as we shed a light on the people in our community to help make it a better place.
The podcast has been something I can do to give back, helps me connect with people. The whole journey's been awesome.
We just want to promote more of that community, more kindness, just give an opportunity for people to feel special.
Sharing the untold stories of kindness, compassion, and difference makers in the Midlands. This is WIS News Primetime, weeknights at 7:30.
Standing strong for those who stood strong for us. Giving back to those who have given so much. That's what United for Veterans is all about. Connecting veterans to the help they need and reminding them of how thankful we are. Their oaths will never end, and our mission will never be over. To learn more, visit wistv.com/veteran. United for Veterans. Sponsored by Bathfitter and South Carolina Department of Veterans Affairs.
Go, 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 go.
At Investigate TV Plus, we go in depth with investigations that expose the truth.
It should be terrifying to all of us.
With real people.
I'm frustrated, I'm upset, I'm in pain.
Fixing real problems.
I mean, that's unacceptable.
How can we work to change things?
Led by investigators Lee Zurich and Tisha Powell. Working to keep your families safe.
Do you believe lives were saved?
Absolutely.
Investigate TV Plus.
Weekdays on WIS 10.
Show me your hands.
The danger revealed with no-knock police raids.
Were you afraid?
Can you let me in?
Yes, I was afraid.
Plus, creative solutions to the nationwide teacher shortage. Investigate TV Plus. Today at 11 on WIS.
At WIS, we're up to get you going.
Let's get right to the big stories.
Rain and storms continue to settle with us.
Sunrise on WIS. Up to get you going.
Hello, one more time from Dallas. This was the fourth and final day of SEC Media Days. Rick Henry, along with Julia Westerman, and two of the teams making the rounds today, a pair of Carolina's 2024 opponents, Kentucky and Texas A&M. Now, earlier this week, I had a chance to chat with Alyssa Lang of the SEC Network. She's a USC grad and has no shame rooting for her alma mater when she's on the air. Here's Alyssa talking about the impact of the SEC's two new teams, Oklahoma and Texas. With Texas and Oklahoma coming into the league, does it make it easier or harder for the Gamecocks to achieve the goals, especially that the fans want to reach? You know, like now instead of 4 teams in the playoffs, it's going to be 12.
Right.
But it's going to be a little bit harder to climb to the top of the mountain.
It does make it harder. Just mathematically knowing that there's 2 more teams that you could possibly see. You know, we don't see what the scheduling looks like after the next few years. But these are 2 really talented football teams. And South Carolina has Oklahoma this year. This is a team that has been building for this. They've been putting together a roster that they know will be able to compete at the SEC. And competing in the SEC also means competing at the national level, competing at the college football playoff level.
Alyssa does such a great job for the SEC Network.
Well, now we've heard from all 16 teams in the conference, including the newcomers, Texas and Oklahoma. So now the countdown begins to the first SEC game of the season, and that one is South Carolina at Kentucky. We heard from Wildcats head coach Mark Stoops on Thursday. UK is coming off a 7-6 season. They won 3 SEC games. This matchup has become somewhat of a favorite for Gamecock fans. USC has 2 straight wins of the Wildcats and 3 of the last 5.
It's scheduled a bit earlier than normal, which arguably makes it even more of a must-win.
For as long as I can remember, it always seemed like when we went to Lexington, it was always in mid-October around Keeneland and mid-March or Midnight Madness for the basketball team and all that as well. So to see them early on, I found out the schedule. Coach Tanner, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say this or not. I found out the schedule literally on the bus ride on Friday over to Athens last year to get ready to play Georgia. He called me. He said, "Hey, you want the schedule for next year?" I don't want to do it. I'm getting ready to play Georgia tomorrow.
I just know it's game 2 at our place, and it's a big game like any SEC game, any game, for us. Both schools, we have tough schedules, usually pretty evenly matched and a very good game.
We're taking a look at all of South Carolina's upcoming SEC opponents on Friday night in our WIS Media Days Craze South Carolina special.
It's going to be a great show. Join us at 7:30 Friday night. Reporting from Dallas, Rick Henry, along with Julie Western.
Workers' compensation cases are very complicated, and you need an experienced attorney handling your case. Hard at work? Google Shelly Week and call. At WIS News 10, we're up to get you going.
So you're on time every time.
With your first alert for breaking backups and trouble spots.
We're getting a live look here at I-22 to bring you all the latest updates right here.
So what's that?
Slow you down.
First alert weather day here. Have your umbrellas at the ready.
More updates.
We're following an incident this morning. We are going to continue to monitor those here.
More up to date. Be on time every time. Sunrise on WIS. Up to get you going. WIS 10. More of what you want.
We have a WIS crew on the scene of breaking news.
Live breaking news.
2 mornings, 12
This is live in person.
Stream for free. WIS, your first alert every night at 6. WIS is where the Midlands turns for what's happening right now and what's happening next. WIS 10, your first alert.
My knees were a mess. I'm a golfer. It's a very big thing in my life to be able to get in my car and go to the club and hit golf balls in practice. And I couldn't do that. My pain was so bad, I even considered surgery. I didn't want to have surgery because it would take me out of what I like to do too long. And I wanted to see if there was something out there that would prevent this.
Do you suffer with arthritis pain? Is it keeping you from the activities you love and you feel that surgery is your only option? Then you need to call Arthritis Knee Pain Centers for a free, no-obligation screening today. Call 800-340-3906. That's 800-340-3906. Arthritis Knee Pain Centers use cutting-edge, image-guided treatments that place a natural lubricating gel directly into your affected joints. This FDA-approved non-surgical procedure replenishes the missing cushioning fluid to provide you with comfort and pain relief.
Before the treatment, I was limited on what I could do. It was frustrating. If you had asked me would I be practicing every day, walking around, doing my gym work, I would have never thought that. I had the procedure done in my knee. It was a miracle. I couldn't believe the relief that I got.
These treatments help to improve your mobility without surgery or downtime.
Arthritis Knee Pain Centers gave me relief that I was looking for. They cared about your pain.
Covered by Medicare and most private insurance, we've helped relieve the pain for over 50,000 patients.
Arthritis Knee Pain Center relieved my pain and got my life back. The rest is history, baby.
Remember, our procedure is covered by Medicare and most private insurance. So get back to living your life and doing the things you love with less pain. Call Arthritis Knee Pain Centers and schedule your no-charge screening now. Call 800-340-3906. That's 800-340-3906.
Dinner's coming. I meant this may take a little bit longer to do it, but I do.
Good Friday morning, everybody. Thanks so much for
But I
And
I'm Sarah Faulkner. We've been alerting you all morning about a global tech outage affecting news stations across the country this morning, as well as airports and banks. So we're going to send it over now to Jordan Markov at the Alert Desk with the latest. Good morning, Jordan.
Yes, good morning to you both. We are learning now that this is affecting more than just news stations. It's impacting banks and mostly
Uh-oh.
information information we're learning from
It
ICE
affected
officials.
them.
The CEO of CrowdStrike issued this statement on social media saying the issue stemmed, at least partly, from a software update that CrowdStrike issued. In this update he posted on X, he says the issue was not a security incident or a cyber attack. Now this is impacting flights right here in Colombia. A spokesperson for CAE says passengers are still able to check into their flights as of now, but flights are grounded until further notice. She says people should check with their specific airline to get the most up-to-date information. In terms of CAE, we are going to continue to monitor those impacts. We know a lot of our viewers here fly out of Charlotte as well. We're just checking in on FlightAware to see how many flights are delayed or canceled. We're learning that about 95 have been canceled as of this morning. So we'll continue to monitor those numbers for you and update you right here on Sunrise.
Thank you so much for joining. So luckily, that's a pile on top of any of the updates you've been getting this morning, at least in terms of any of the planes trying to get off the ground here locally, or even any other regional airports for that matter. We are going to be seeing cloudy skies, mainly dry conditions. It's good travel weather, whether you just hit the road right now or even take the skies. So hopefully we can get planes up there. Obviously cancellations are going to be an issue, but at least the weather is not playing a factor into.
It feels like I'm talking to someone here, but I'm not. I just ramble
Let's
on.
continue to focus on forward as we get into a first alert satellite radar check. Now, anything in terms of actual rain and storms, what we've basically seen throughout this portion of the morning is going to be over out into the Atlantic. Everything with actual convective potential has been pushed out over the ocean. And that is how we see things setting up right now with a stalled up cold front, just about where I'm standing right now, over the state of South Carolina. So what it does for us is drop some low pressure back to the region. We'll get a little bit more cloud cover, and then some of those later day rain chances still stay consistent. That's going to be hanging around. That hasn't changed up too much. We've been already seeing it for a couple of evenings now. The main thing is going to be, as we work on past these morning temperatures, widespread low 70s, which we do see right now for everybody pretty much, other than, of course, slightly cooler temps, Newberry, Saluda, Batesburg, Leesville. Some of you guys have seen upper 60s, but Capital City, Lexington, low 70s right here, along with pretty much everyone else. So as we work to rise from this up to around 90 today, that's when you see issues. That's when we actually see more convective potential back, and these rain chances and potential work to rise. Take a look at this. Nice and mapped out for you guys as we go towards lunchtime phases today, middle of the day, however things are shaping out for you, whether it's going to be a busy day out on the roads and work, or a bit more leisurely, you need to be careful as the day goes on, because that's when we see that bump and spike in rain chances. The same thing for Saturday. Early morning hours looking pretty good, but getting towards the late afternoon and evening is when we can actually see things warm enough, unstable enough for storm production with the stalled up front. So we're going to be tracking this through again. If you happen to just be waking up with us and joining on the CW, I got the track to get you prepared for the rest of your Friday and weekend.
Friday, I'm free
All right,
again.
thank you so much. White House officials have plans to cancel student loan debt for 35,000 more Americans. Officials say more than 4.5 million people have seen these debts relieved under the Biden administration.
Well, it's a key promise from the 2020 campaign, but as our State House reporter Mary Green explains this morning, both legal challenges and the November election could threaten their future. Here at Denmark Technical College on Thursday, South Carolinians shared their stories about having their student loan debts forgiven, some calling it life-changing. But how many more Americans will find themselves in a similar situation in the future is uncertain.
This has meant so much. To me, people just don't know.
Heartfelt emotion and words of gratitude shared Thursday with U.S. Secretary of Education Miguel Cardona and South Carolina Democratic Congressman Jim Clyburn. Their visit focused on highlighting the Biden administration's student loan relief efforts.
They paid off a long time ago. They're being forgiven for this unfair, almost criminal, some may be criminal, debt or interest that they're still owed.
It comes as South Carolina is among the Republican states trying to stop these efforts from continuing.
The Biden administration is basically rewording a federal law to try to pay off all of this debt.
So on legal grounds, we believe that it is incorrect, that it is unconstitutional and unlawful.
South Carolina is one of the states fighting a Biden administration student debt relief push called the SAVE Plan, which was just halted in federal court Thursday and expected to be taken up by the U.S. Supreme Court. It's not the first loan forgiveness effort from this White House to face a legal challenge. Last year, the Supreme Court struck down an earlier relief policy, saying the Biden administration acted outside its authority.
They are rewriting a federal law again, like they did before.
I asked U.S. Secretary of Education Miguel Cardona why he believes they'll see a different outcome this time around.
Higher Education Act does give you the authority. Some of these folks who are fighting this have gotten debt relief themselves under the PPP program. Some of these folks are the same ones that support tax breaks for billionaires. I'll be damned if I'm going to step down. I'll be damned if I'm going to slow down my fight for these people that I just spoke to.
And of course, the other threat facing some loan forgiveness programs is the election. Many Republicans are hoping a victory by former President Donald Trump could end them, though it's worth noting some of these programs existed before Trump's presidency and are still in effect.
Well, federal investigators are offering a $10,000 reward for anyone who has information leading to the arrest for the theft of stolen guns in Orangeburg. This all happened at a pawn shop last month. And according to the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, the suspects were seen wearing masks and gloves. They created a hole in the exterior of the Fast Pawn Shop, which is located on North Road. The ATF didn't say how many guns were stolen, only saying that the number was high. The agency is continuing to investigate that incident. However, they're urging anyone who has seen anything or knows information to call 1-888-ATF-TIPS.
That's a new pawn shop. Oh, shit.
After investigators say 5 dogs were left inside without food or water for about 2 weeks. Animal Services says 3 dogs were found dead. The 2 surviving dogs were taken to Palmetto Lifeline for care. 40-year-old Bobber Jackim was arrested and charged with ill treatment of animals. According to a news release, he told investigators he left his home on July 2nd and he did not return. He was booked into the Lexington County Detention Center and granted a $5,000 bond.
You evil bastard!
$8.5
You ought
million
to be castrated, put in a damn dog box, and left there for 2 weeks and see how you feel. Damn, I can't.
Assistant City Manager, the bridge will be 12 feet wide. She says it'll be ADA accessible and will have several scenic overlooks as well as parking lots on either side of the bridge. WIS spoke to people at the Riverwalk who say this would be a great addition.
Handicapped and to children and older people and younger people, it's going to be a good idea because everybody will be able to enjoy the river.
While some expressed excitement for the project, others say that they aren't thrilled about disrupting the current look and feel of the Riverwalk. The Columbia Assistant City Manager says the project will take about 2 years to complete.
Okay, my friends, let's walk on into your Friday. It's been a nice settled morning. Overall, weather conditions setting up good, some dryness, partly cloudy skies, but still need to keep first alert before. It's all about the late portion of the day that I'm preparing for. Why you can get have the umbrella in case. Just think about having that WIS first or weather app downloaded. It's all about scattered rain chances and storms. Now, this is still going to be very late into the afternoon. I'm talking commute times home for folks. Getting out there for dinner plans, late night Friday plans, before we, of course, work to see a little bit of a step back between Sunday and Monday. Let's continue to time it all out for you, working to keep you safe and as dry as possible after this.
I got hurt in a car wreck. Why should I call those thumbs up guys?
Because when you're hurt, you need money. And getting people paid for car wrecks is what we do. We're those thumbs up guys. One of our clients was rear-ended by a drunk driver. We settled that case for $111,000. Another client of ours needed neck surgery after their wreck. We settled that case for $425,000.
Wow, why wouldn't I call those thumbs up guys?
Call us. We're those thumbs up guys.
Call 803-500-1000.
Local journalism. It connects us to the communities we live in. And that's what Local Newsline is all about. I'm Deborah Alfarone. Join me as we deliver the nation's biggest news stories gathered by a network of trusted local newsrooms nationwide. Get a deeper understanding of what's really happening from journalists who live in the communities they serve. Local Newsline, live reporting, local perspective, weekdays at 2 on WIS.
is 6.
Good evening, I'm Judy Gadsden.
And I'm Greg Allen.
WIS is where the Midlands turns for what's happening right now
The coaching continues here on
and what's happening next.
Follow the first alert weather day.
Bringing the stories impactful to you. Searching, digging,
Where did all the money go?
asking the right questions, and finding solutions.
Keeping your family safe just got easier. Every night,
WIS News 10 is working for you.
WIS 10, your first alert at 6.
Hurricane season is here. WIS 10 is your first alert to prepare you for what's to come. From the science behind what might cause a stronger and more dangerous season.
South Carolina emergency management to protect you. We'll look back in time at the most dangerous storm to move through the Midlands.
we'll forecast the upcoming season and let you know how to get your first alert when danger is headed your way.
WIS First Alert Weather, the 5th season, now streaming on WIS 10.
Sponsored by Elite Lawn and Landscape.
Today we adventure to exotic Queens, where we see the male Homo sapien in his natural habitat, fending off his most feared predator.
Anytime you want to dance, big man, I just want to...
And luring the female into a common mating ritual.
get it on.
King of Queens. Oh my God! TV's wildest comedy. 5 nights a week.
King of Queens, weekdays at 5 on Columbia CW.
WIS 10. More of what you want.
We have a WIS crew on the scene of breaking news.
5 breaking news.
2 mornings, 12
This is why we first alert streaming for free. WIS, your first alert. Get the Midlands' most trusted 10-day forecast from the WIS First Alert Weather Team.
Newberry County Sheriff Lee Foster was named South Carolina's Sheriff of the Year. The South Carolina Sheriff's Association presented him the award. It was created more than 100 years ago to provide support and training for sheriffs in all 46 counties across the state. Foster is currently the longest serving sheriff in the state with more than 36 years of service, so congratulations to him.
The deputies in Sumter County helped round up a bull on the loose yesterday morning. The sheriff's office says it received a call about a bull in someone's front yard near Highway 510.
Oh, damn.
Deputies approached the animal, which they say was not aggressive, and led it down the street. After several hundred yards of walking, officials say they located the bull's owner and got the animal returned safely to its pasture.
Damn, it done turn into a rodeo?
Let's get you prepped and ready for the rest of your Friday, everybody. Thank you again for hanging around with us here on the CW.
Hanging
We'll get you ready for some
around with
brilliant
you.
showers and storms.
Doing
Not
what
right now, even
love
early
is
afternoon.
do.
But
Hanging
you have plenty of
around
time,
with you.
just like you have been throughout a good
We're
course of this
just
week.
no.
We're
I was
trying
thinking of
to
that song from the Bestwood Whorehouse in Texas. Sneaking around with you. Doing what love is do.
You are ready for it. But we're going to soak this up again. Nice live look here. Once more out on I-77 right off of Bluff Road. It has been pretty good here. You know, we've seen a bit of clearing trying to break through the distance with that thinner cloud layer, still causing, of course, a little bit of a lack to sunrise color for some. We've seen all around Columbia, Richland County, low 70s, Lexington around 72, Irmo, Chapin, popping on over at Winsboro at 70, Newberry there, Saluda, a lot of temperatures. So many of you out there, as we keep going around the region, all going to be right around 70, or just a couple ticks above. And it's a slower change of pace for temperatures this morning because we're only getting dry right around 90. It's going to be with more clouds. Yes, the late day shower and storm chances, but those are late in the day. They can only do so much in terms of actually cooling off the region. We can really thank more clouds to help stop the big climb in these temps. But still, it's going to be humid out there, highs near 90. Doesn't mean it's going to necessarily be cool. It's just a little bit more bearable than we have been holding on to.
Hey, Rogue, I'm doing good.
On what we still see later in the day, along with this consistency of slightly below average temperatures. So that cloud layer tries to hang in there. It breaks up a bit for the afternoon, so this is going to be allowing that convective potential, that instability to rise up again. And by the end of the day, when we can soak up a bit of those rays that find their way through, we see things flare up again. Because with the stalled out cold front that's still been over South Carolina, we, in short, have moisture content available to be sent up into the skies. We don't need to see 100-degree temperatures for it to be sent up into the sky. You know, upper 80s will do just fine. So closing out the day, as those temperatures try to slowly decline, we can see more of this come together. So watching out for that, 6, 7 p.m.
It's going good.
Towards 10, 11, we can hold on to some downpour potential. Late day and getting into the early overnight plans for Friday, be mindful. Then we calm down. Saturday morning's nice. Nice in the early afternoon as well, but we keep going through the motions of, all right, late day is when we need to pay attention, be a bit more weather aware, and I've also made plenty of shout outs for this week. Have that WIS First Alert Weather app in your pocket on your smartphone, because when you're out and about, live tracking these things on your phone with the radar app that comes with it, it's very handy. It's good to know in real time if you need to, and it helps to keep you safe. Getting those watches in mornings as well. So with that, we're seeing into Saturday, later plans again, still need to be focused on some storms that could be around. Scattered, yes, but in play. Doesn't mean everyone's going to get rain and storms, but the capacity for you to get it is still going to be, a good enough chance. Going into Sunday, looking a little bit better, rain potential actually dips back. I'm thinking the futurecast isn't showing enough. Right now for Sunday, I would anticipate this update this afternoon fills things in a little bit more. Sometimes it doesn't always do the best 3 days out. So we will see that, of course, as we continue. Quick check on the 21 and up crowd National Day today, celebrating the daiquiri. 90 degrees. It's a drier morning, but as we get ready for the later phases of these days, between today, tomorrow, and Sunday, gotta watch out for some of that late storm potential coming at us with some showers, but we still need it because, reminder, we are in a drought.
What kind of lawyer are you? An honest one.
A man is beaten to death right outside a police wall.
We keep our mouths shut. You can't touch us.
You've got to try to turn everyone away from the hospital toward the light.
61st Street, Season 2 premieres Monday, July 22nd on the CW.
Oh, you man.
You may. Are you ready to see your big makeover?
The Big Makeover. New episode tonight at 8, 7 Central.
It was out. Oh, no, Ed. The fact Silly Lee got me more.
How much more?
She got me $800,000.
Wow, that's a lot of money. Call 803-567-5000 or go to callshelleynow.com.
My knees were a mess. I'm a golfer. It's a very big thing in my life to be able to get in my car and go to the club and hit golf balls and practice. And I couldn't do this. My pain was so bad, I even considered surgery. I didn't want to have surgery because it would take me out of what I like to do too long, and I wanted to see if there was something out there that would prevent this.
Do you suffer with arthritis pain? Is it keeping you from the activities you love, and you feel that surgery is your only option? Then you need to call Arthritis Knee Pain Centers for a free, no-obligation screening today. Call 800-340-3906. That's 800-340-3906. Arthritis Knee Pain Centers use cutting-edge, image-guided treatments that place a natural lubricating gel directly into your affected joints. This FDA-approved non-surgical procedure replenishes the missing cushioning fluid to provide you with comfort and pain relief.
Before the treatment, I was limited on what I could do. It was frustrating. If you had asked me, would I be practicing every day, walking around, doing my gym work, I would have never thought that. I had the procedure done in my knee. It was a miracle. I couldn't believe the relief that I got.
These treatments help to improve your mobility without surgery or downtime.
Arthritis Knee Pain Centers gave me relief that I was looking for. They care about your pain.
Covered by Medicare and most private insurance, we've helped relieve the pain for over 50,000 patients.
Arthritis Knee Pain Center relieved my pain and got my life back. The rest is history, baby.
Remember, our procedure is covered by Medicare and most private insurance. So get back to living your life and doing the things you love with less pain. Call Arthritis Knee Pain Centers and schedule your no-charge screening now. Call 800-340-3906. That's 800-340-3906.
I'll make the pain.
Real people. That should be terrifying to all of us. It's dangerous. Real problems.
I mean, that's not acceptable. How can we work to change things?
Real life solutions. Investigate TV Plus.
Weekdays on WYS 10.
When you send your kids to Bible camp, you may think you know what they're going to learn. The kids at One Tennessee Church got a very unique experience. Morris Sanders shares his story.
Let me tell you about this challenge presented to Make Smile.
I thought if you put like a bunch of teenagers together, I thought it was going to be like a mess.
Millions of teens were told, for the kids of the Gallatin Church Vacation Bible School,
This is my iPhone.
they needed to build something. Many of the teens would have this space that used to be a skating rink in its department, and their building materials would be
Cardboard. Bunch of cardboard boxes. Then in the end, everyone came together with this one idea.
It's pretty cool. Since it's made out of only cardboard, it took a few hours to make.
We made that.
It's the Knights of North Castle, and I thought I wanted the knight symbol right there.
Alright, well, I'm not even going to try to fit into that. So, I entrusted young Knights McCoy McSwain and Jameson Baird with the Royal GoPro to give us the grand tour.
I drew that right there. This is the castle, the sword in the stone. It's our little tunnel down to what we call the art room. There's a lot of things. Yeah, we can't read it all.
The castle comes with a drawbridge winding corridor to the fish tank.
There's another hole here.
There are hidden spaces,
You just hang out down here?
Yeah.
secret exits,
You can go up this way too.
and this.
I don't know. You can just put your head in it.
The crew loves it so much, they're happy. No favorites.
Need to become bald. No, did I just say bold? The dog builder.
I thought it was fantastic, and I was really excited that I didn't have to do it by myself.
For Victoria Samalt of Gallatin Church, this was the best artwork made, and those teens managed to do it with the cardboard castle.
We're making controllers for our gaming system.
They inspired the younger kids to also create.
Push them to think outside the box.
Gotta put the console like here.
Now the truth is, by the end of the week, that's all. And that just opens up the question. Boxes. It would be better next year.
I feel some future engineers, you know, I mean, they're better than me, because I remember, like, playing cardboard boxes as a kid, you just had the box, and you drew on it.
Let me look at something.
Game controllers, they had a mouse on the front part, like, great.
What is that? Bark something. What the fuck? Hold on.
I think it's so funny how
Oh.
kids can just create that activity out of anything. It reminds me of when a
Oh,
parent
that's
gets
what it
their
is.
child such awesome elaborate baby
The blood
stuff
bank.
for Christmas,
The blood
and
connection.
well,
Not the blood bank, the blood connection.
It's nice and simple too, you know, like, it's like
Okay.
and yes, what you said, nice and cheap with those materials as well. It's just small boxes. And man, they're getting both out of everything. Yeah. It's creative.
yeah, that's cool. I can't wait to see what they do for the future.
I might just go ahead and end this right now.
Who knows? All right, stay with us. We can have a final recap of
And y'all got to see the puppy this morning. Oh my God, y'all got to see her. So, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to end this right now. And she was talking too. So y'all have a great day. Maybe see y'all tomorrow. I don't know. Bye y'all.